Sometimes mortal enemies just gotta let bygones be bygones. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today I'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 anime hero and villain team-ups.
Beat it, jerks!
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the times when anime nemesis put aside their differences in order to overcome a common threat. Keep in mind we won't be including rival team-ups, so don't expect to see the likes of Yugi and Kaiba to appear here.
Don't tell me you're still stuck on this teamwork thing, Yugi. It's getting a little old.
Same goes for Sasuke and Itachi, as by the time they joined forces, Itachi had somewhat redeemed himself after that whole slaughtering of his family thing. Either way, prepare for plenty of uneasy alliances and spoilers down the line.
性格は死ぬまで変わらないが、俺は一度死んでいる。そのつもりだ。
Number 10, Wild Tiger and Lunatic, Tiger and Bunny. When the self-named crazy man is the only one speaking sense, then you know something has gone terribly wrong. After being framed for a murder he didn't commit, veteran hero Kotetsu finds himself ostracized and ousted by his former comrades.
What is this creepy old man talking about? Take this nutcase away and lock him up.
Oddly enough, the one who chooses to believe in his innocence and support him in his hour of need is professional cuckoo Yuri.
Is this how it's going to end for you?
Lunatic?
Probably not Wild Tiger's first choice for backup, but then again, he's not got much choice.
I defend no one, nor do I follow your code of justice. I obey the voice of Thanatos.
Number 9, Inuyashiki and Shishigami. Inuyashiki. Nobody likes Shishigami.
お前はもうヒロじゃない殺人機械だ。心がない。偽物の機械だ。
He's a self-absorbed, sociopathic killing machine who once slaughtered an entire family just because he thought it would be neat. He was the polar opposite of the titular old geezer who did what he could to bring others back from the brink of death. We never thought we'd see these two agree on something, but an incoming meteor has a funny way of changing people's minds.
これの軌道を変えようと思って。君はなぜ？俺にだって。
In the ultimate display of heroics, the two cyborgs self-destruct, taking out the asteroid and protecting those they love in the process.
やっぱりこれが運命なんだ。
Number 8, Ash and Team Rocket, Pokemon the Movie 2000. By this point, we like to think of Jesse, James and Meowth more as lovable distractions than fully fledged villains. That being said, seeing them assist Ash still warrants a team-up that's worthy of praise.
Till now, Team Rocket's been quite unscrupulous.
Being good guys for once would be super dupulous.
That's right!
As our chosen one tries to make his way across a frozen landscape with the 3 legendary birds fighting overhead, Team Rocket try to help him along the way, getting him to his goal while avoiding the chaos.
Evasive maneuvers! On the double!
They even pull off an admittedly pointless but well-meaning sacrifice at the end.
Let's not say goodbye!
Let's just say
We're gonna die!
Number 7, Simon and Virol, Gurren Lagann. Originally one of the series' big bads, this high-ranking member of the Beastmen was all about keeping humanity under Lord Genome's heel.
Welcome to prison life, Supreme Commander.
Turns out a time skip can change a thing or two, as Virol manages to swallow his own pride and prejudices in order to break out of prison and pilot the Gurren Lagann with Simon.
Alright, you're on.
You better get ready, cause this baby packs a punch.
I know that better than anyone.
Hard to believe he would go on to become a valued member of Team Daiguren, but you know, spiral power and all that.
Destiny combining Gurren Lagann! Just who the hell do you think I am?
Number 6, Amuro and the Zeon Forces, Mobile Suit Gundam, Char's Counterattack. Remember what we said about meteors bringing people together? After kicking Char and his Sazabi to the space curb, Amuro finds himself having to deal with yet another problem.
Axis has started free-falling toward Earth! You're underestimating New Gundam!
In all the chaos, a lone meteorite is heading straight for the Earth. Even with the full power of the New Gundam, Amuro finds himself pushing back Axis. That is until his enemies, the Neo Zeon troops, lend him a helping hand.
Even Gyaradogas? It's no use! Get back!
Relax. We all want to save the Earth. Sure worth a try.
Good to see that despite Amuro having killed many Zeeks in his lifetime, they were able to put their differences aside for the greater good.
Don't do this! Retreat!
Number 5, Ed and Envy, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Putting differences aside is one thing, but deciding to work with the killer homunculus that was literally about to swallow you is something else entirely.
Please show me the way out of here! You're just going to start begging the enemy for help like that?
Caught inside of Gluttony's endless stomach, Ed is forced to ask Envy for assistance in order to escape.
Open up, Envy! Your breath is killing me! I think I've got a way to get us out of here!
Nobody is happy about it, but in order to avoid being stranded inside the belly of the beast for eternity, the duo managed to open a passage to the Gate of Truth, and in doing so, free themselves. Needless to say, their alliance ended shortly afterwards. Number 4, Saber and Gilgamesh, Fate Zero. We all know that the so-called King of Heroes is the pinnacle of arrogance and self-delusion, regarding Saber as nothing more than another woman he can use and discard at his pleasure. That being said, he certainly makes for a useful ally when you're having to deal with a giant tentacle monster. As Berserker attempts to interrupt Saber's attack on Castor's monster, Gilgamesh does the unthinkable and intercepts. This in turn allows Saber to put an end to the monster by unleashing Excalibur. Number 3, Gon, Killua, and Hisoka, Hunter x Hunter. Sometimes you gotta throw away your differences aside for the greater good, or a dodgeball game. Yeah, the creepy jester is definitely not someone you want near your kids, and these little lads certainly weren't his biggest fans, given their multiple bloody scuffles throughout the Hunter exam and Heaven's Arena, which made this team up all the more shocking. While inside the video game world of Greed Island, the three end up allying with one another when presented with the most messed up game of dodgeball ever. They struggle when put up against Razor's deadly ball game, but leave it up to them to figure out the ultimate stance to counter it. Number 2, Luffy and Crocodile, One Piece. Nothing like bumping into the guy you put in prison.
Crocodile!
It's fair to say that these two have some bad blood. After all, the leader of Baroque Works manages to bury Luffy with a whole desert's worth of sand, only for the Straw Hat Pirate to come back swinging and beat the 7 bells out of him. Such animosity was never going to warrant an easy partnership, but with Ace's imminent execution, the future king of the pirates takes any help he can get. Starting with their bust out of Impel Down, this all leads to the epic moment when Crocodile comes to Luffy's aid during the Battle of Marineford, though it looks like Crocodile is willing to do anything to take down some of the sea's biggest names.
Crocodile!
Number 1,
Goku and Frieza, Dragon Ball Super. The very idea of these two teaming up almost sounds like blasphemy. After all, among the countless foes that Goku has taken out over the years, none are more iconic than this vicious space tyrant. Their arch-enemy status cemented in the history books of anime, and yet together they ended up saving multiple universes from extinction. With the Tournament of Power coming to a close and Goku's Ultra Instinct all but used up, it fell to these two eternal foes to combine their might in order to take down Jiren, which they did in spectacular fashion.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.